Hi guys, this is Best Boomer back with you. Just did my run and gonna do a quick walk and talk. I'd like if you like my content and please share and consider subscribing. I sure appreciate that. So today I just wanted to wish everybody a Happy New Year since today's New Year's Day. And I know everybody or many people make New Year's resolutions. And I don't normally put too much stock in them, but I thought I'd do just a few. Number one, keep exercising. I've exercised regularly for like the last 40 years, so I don't think that's going to change. But I will keep exercising. Number two, I'm going to try to do more random acts of kindness. You know, I do every once in a while. I don't know, the Christmas tree, in the mall for disadvantaged kids where you pick, one of the tags off and it gives you something that these little kids want and you go ahead and buy it. But that's not really random. I think the last random act of kindness I did was I was at the veterinarian's office with one of my cats, and this guy came in, and oh my gosh, he was dirty, his pants were ripped, and old t-shirt, and he was carrying a dog, and he was asking them to help him. His dog was really sick, and he said, I don't have a lot of money, but my dog is really sick. And I gave him, after he took his dog back in the vet's, one of their little offices, I gave the receptionist $100 and then beat feet and told her to give it to that man. And, I doubt that he ever knew who it came from, and that's just fine. But those kind of random acts of kindness are, I think, just good all the way around. They make somebody else's day. They certainly make your day. And I don't think I do it enough. I'm not always on the lookout for opportunities, and I'm going to try to be more on the lookout for opportunities. And then, I'm not going to broadcast them, because I think when you broadcast kind things that you do, I'm not doing it for credit. I want to do it to make somebody's day. And I think that's kind of what the Bible says too. So I'm going to try to increase random acts of kindness. The next thing is I've thought about, anything that I read or hear, I'm going to try to not take it at face value, and I really don't think I do, but I'm going to try to even check more into the sources. And it's funny because I always told kids that I supervised, my kids under probation, I would tell them, if one person tells you something, maybe you can disregard it, but if 2 or 3 or 4 people tell you the same thing, then maybe you can't disregard it. Okay, so thinking of that I used to tell them, and then thinking, should I take that very same advice in today's media climate? I don't think you can. So what I would say is consider those people, all these people who are telling you that same thing, and consider their motives. If their motives are good, you probably should listen to them. And the more that say that same thing just lends credence to it. If their motives, however, are not good, I don't care how many people are saying it, I'm not gonna listen to it, not going to consider it true, because I think that's what's happened in today's world, media world particularly. Okay, so consider the motives of where that information is coming from. Let's see. trying to think of any other resolutions that I would want to make. You know, everybody always says lose 10 pounds. I've tried that. Succeeded. And then it came back. So I guess my focus is more now on health than on necessarily losing pounds. So that's not going to be one of my resolutions. One thing that I would say is to be thankful every day. And I will express my gratitude, which I do every day in prayer. Express my gratitude for how good, you know, my life is, and how fortunate I am. And some people will say blessed. I am so thankful for what I have. So, and I think that considering, you know, gratitude and being thankful is really good for your health too. Not always wanting more, and just being thankful for what you have. Other than that, I guess that's a couple resolutions anyway. Like I say, I'm not a big New Year's Day resolution kind of person. But that's kind of fun. I just wanted to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Here's one just popped into my head. How about I will do at least 100 videos. I'll have to check again. I had read somewhere where how many videos it took for somebody to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I know it was more than 100. But right now, I'll just say 100. That for sure I'll do. I love doing them, you know, but I'm not, you know, I'm not monetized in any way. I don't do enough Amazon ones to even, you know, make a difference, and they don't count if it's friends and family who buy. So I'm just gotta wonder what kind of rule is that. But anyway, so that's it for today. Short, sweet, Happy New Year. Goodbye 2020. I know many people say it was horrible. In my personal life, it has not been horrible. COVID has not impacted my life, and I know it has impacted some people's, but probably not nearly as much as what you read and hear. I think the cases that do, where people die, many times are sensationalized. So, and they're the freak ones. I have a niece with lupus, got COVID. She came through it. Her husband had it, came through it. A stepdaughter had it, came through it. A friend of my daughter's had it, came through it. He did spend a week in the hospital, I think, but he had some extenuating circumstances there. So, again, that's my circle. Your circle might be different, but just don't let it depend on what you're seeing and reading in the media. Remember, consider those motives out there, even if you hear it 15 times. Okay, now I really am closing. Happy New Year until I see you again. Bye-bye.